Hello. Okay, I have so many things to say, but I have to start. Oh man, it's a crazy time right now. But it's really exciting. I'm so excited. Oh my god. It's like, I'm just so excited. It's like this is what I was meant for. Like, all my life, I felt like out of step or like opposite to how everyone else is feeling, what everyone else is doing, the way they're going with their life, like common wisdom and stuff, like, and it's just really cool seeing it flip right now. So, like, I was being trained for this. Oh my god, okay, so right now, the um, the North Node is in Leo and the South Node is in Aquarius, and just started, but it's gonna be for a year and a half. Okay, so I've been watching astrology videos about this, but I have my own opinion. It's like, oh my god, I'm just so excited. Try to calm down. Oh my god, okay, so. How do I start? The North Node is in Leo and the South Node is in Aquarius. It's kind of like whatever the South Node is the shadow, okay? And so, like, Leo is the positive, Aquarius is the shadow. Okay, this is the thing. In general, people try not to look at the shadow. People view it like good and evil, and like, well, obviously, you have to go toward the good and go against the evil. That's the way that they see things. But evil is not a thing, okay? Darkness is a lack of light. It's not its own entity or anything. We like view it as though it's an opposite power, something like the devil, okay? This religious idea that we have to fight against it, but it's not. Darkness is not a power, okay? Darkness is not a force. That's what people don't understand. Darkness is just ignorance. Literally, ignorance. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, I keep trying to think of how to explain it, I just keep thinking of everything. So it's like, okay, with the North Node and the South Node, the North Node looks like the light, and the South Node looks like the darkness. And Aquarius's darkness, which is actually Leo's darkness, they're each other's shadow. But in this situation, the Leo's in North Node. So Aquarius is its shadow right now, and the shadow in comparison is that everything is going wrong. And Aquarius wants has very high group ideals. They're both fixed, too. Aquarius is like, I feel like everything is going wrong. Okay? And that's how everyone is feeling. Like, the news, Donald Trump, everything is just like fucked. And that's true. It's true, but it's, you know, life and your experience of life is about perception. So everything is true from a certain point of view. That's like, that is what we're learning right now. That is what people are learning that they didn't know, that they haven't wanted to look at. But people are going to be forced to realize that they have their own power, that things are not just one way. There's not just one way that's the only good way. And individualism. This time is about individualism. The whole of society is being just scattered. It's unreliable. You can't trust the system. That is like what's happening right now. I mean, people have been, it's the age of Aquarius or whatever, so that's like a common theme, but that's even more why this is like a really powerful um, alignment or whatever, astrology aspect or something, placement. I don't know which words I wrote, but yeah, because everyone, it's like this collective thinking and feeling that like we need to fix this system. We need to fix this system. And the point of fixing it is because everyone is relying on it. Everyone wants something to rely on. They want a reliable sort of father figure of their life, like in life, in humanity. They want a leadership. And they want cohesive community that's all going toward one thing. But people have wanted to go straight for that blindly. And the thing is, to have a cohesive, a truly unified humanity or whatever, reality, everything has to be accounted for. Everything has to be integrated. You can't have unification while you're blocking things out, rejecting things, and saying, no, this isn't fit, this isn't fit, this isn't fit, you don't fit. Like, so it's about individuality, and that every person will have to stand for themselves. Every person will have to take a look and rely on their own guidance, because finally there is no more reliable guidance. You're being pushed to it, you know? And if you've been fighting that, it will be terrifying. If you've been fighting, relying on your own guidance, even though you're being isolated and you're being abandoned, basically, you feel like you're being abandoned, but you're not taking up for yourself. You're not accepting the situation and going, okay, well, no one's there for me. What am I gonna do now that I'm alone? That's what's happening. That is what's happening. Yeah. Just kidding. Yeah, so I'm really excited because this is huge. The thing about this is people feel like it's fucking Armageddon, and it is in a way, in the fact that something big is dying. The you know what what we view as the world, our world is dying because death is change. Like, true change is the death of something and the birth of something else. So, yeah, this world is dying, but it's not over. It's not gonna be over. It's like, it's one thing is ending to make room for something better. Yeah, like if you had a garden and you planted one thing, uh, maybe you just planted it like on a whim or because it was the first thing you saw or whatever, or for whatever other reason, and it's not working. Like, you can just keep trying to make it work. You can just keep trying to like give it extra fertilizer or something, or just forcing it. It's not working, but force it, force it, force it, force it, force it, force it. That's what we've been doing. Okay, and this is like the weather or whatever will get so extreme that only the actual right thing for that spot is going to grow there. And so it's like process of elimination, but it's like a big helping hand. Here, I'll eliminate all of these things for you. Can you figure out what's left? You know? That's actually very kind because I know personally how exhausting it is to keep trying one thing after another, and none of them are working. And we'll be like that to some extent, but this is where your intuition and your own emotional guidance comes in, your own core passion, because where the flame is where the fuel is, okay? Remember that. Flames are only where the fuel is, and a flame makes light. So, if you stop trying to fumble around in the dark about all the things you can't see and just open up, take a look at the big picture, look for the thing that actually attracts your attention. Stop forcing yourself on things you can't see and things you can't do. Stop. And just let go of it. You can't see it anymore. It's not like there's nothing to work with. Let go of it. Let go of trying to do something that's not working. And it's like, go toward the fire. You know? It's like the North Node. It's like the North Star, guiding you home or whatever. Look for the light that's actually coming in. And like if you're outside at night, your eyes gravitate toward the stars in the dark. It's natural. It's the only thing you can see. And it's really dark. That's what's happening right now. It's getting really dark. But it will make the fire stand out so you can see your way. It makes the light that there is there, however weak it might be, however lost you might be, however far away you are from it. Like, it's so dark, you can see it from a mile away, you know? It's getting so dark. It's ironic in the middle of the summertime and North Node Leo, which is ruled by the sun. So it's like certain people like I've been watching the Leo King and he seems like he was having a rough time with this, honestly. Donald Trump too. The Leo King says is a Leo also. Um, he's having a fucking rough time, you guys. Oh, because it's like you can't. You can't deal with your shadow by pretending you have control over it, but you don't know what it is. You can't manage the darkness by having your eyes closed. That's what's happening. It's like open your fucking eyes and see what's going on. Stop following the path in your head. You know, the path in your head. Follow. You gotta move into your body where your instincts are. It's like your heart and your core, like in the chakras, your heart chakra, and then your solar plexus. Your solar plexus, this is really big right now. Um, your solar plexus is represented by the sun. It's yellow. It's like personal power, confidence, and you have that inside of you, okay? But through socialization and whatever your experiences that beat you down, you you hide it. You try to close it off. You know, like with your chakras, it's like it's like an open circle where energy comes in and energy goes out. It's the way your energy interacts with the world, with life, energy, with everything, and it's like you close off your power, your core power, your engine, basically, okay? So that you can be pulled along like a train car on the train tracks, because you're like, they know where they're going, and this is safe, and I won't run out of gas, and I won't get lost, you know? Like, that's what it's like. But the train's gonna fucking stop. Or the train is just crazy, it's not taking you anywhere. But I think the train's gonna stop. Everyone's gonna fucking abandon the train. That's what it is. Which is going to leave it nowhere. No one to run it. It's gonna be a fucking ghost train to nowhere. Whoever stays on board is in for a ride. I don't know exactly. I don't know what that looks like, but it doesn't seem good. It doesn't seem happy or positive or like a good life. It seems like torturing yourself for no reason. Like some serious denial, you guys. Okay, like here's an example. We stayed up really late watching all the news that happened yesterday, and they had so much happened, you guys, in the news yesterday. Okay, so like when we finished watching all the like real news, we decided to check Fox News and see what they're saying about everything. And it was so in denial. It was like the plot against Trump. When all the other news is saying this is like Watergate, Trump is acting like Nixon, it's a cover up, he's obstructing justice. Like, it's a serious investigation into the president's behavior, and basically everyone can see clear as day that he's fucking wrong and that he's really fucking stuff up. And it's gone as far as they're actually starting to take legal action. Congress is taking action. It's the beginning of the steps. You know, they're gonna subpoena the notes. Um, what's it called? Well, the notes that Comey, the FBI director, kept from his conversations with Trump. Um, yeah. Anyway, so things have started to really move forward. This is not like every other news source has given up all the denial, like we don't know for sure, and maybe this other thing's happening, and maybe people shouldn't be so hard on him, we don't know. Like, they've given up that shit. Everyone's like, minds have blown wide open, you know? And they're like, whoa. They're seeing it clear as day. No more confusion. No more, like, maybe this, maybe that. We don't really know. Like, fuck, this is crazy. This is just like Watergate. And we need to do something about this right now. This is serious. Everyone's like, this is very serious. Okay. And then Fox News is like, just writing these weird spin puff pieces. And they're like, to not say anything bad about Trump because he's in their party. He's like the Republican president or something. I guess that's why. That seems like a terrible reason to me, but clearly it seems very important to them. And it feels like that news source is going down with the ship. Like, the fucking Titanic is sinking, and everyone has to jump off, you know? Like, the people that didn't, if you haven't already left, you haven't already said, fuck the system, it's going down. I'm gonna do things my own way because I can't rely on it. If you haven't already done that, then it's you're still on the ship and it's sinking now and you're like, oh shit. The sooner you admit and realize this is sinking and I have to do something now, the better chance you have of actually getting out with your life, you know? For real. And there were fucking people on the Titanic that still, as the ship is like sideways or whatever, they're still in denial. They're like in a delusion because they just cannot accept what's happening. And that's the thing, okay? That's North Node in Leo and South Node in Aquarius right now. There are other alignments that are influencing it. Um, I don't know all the details or exactly how they play in, but this is the feel that I get from what I've learned and what I'm seeing. It's like, yeah, can't just keep pretending like everything is fine. Can't just keep trusting something that is screwing you over, that doesn't deserve your trust. There's been plenty of evidence. So, the real sticking point is having the courage to face your fears. Having the courage to see your worst fears coming true. Because you gotta know, it's like that quote or whatever, that fear, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. That's very true. Even your absolute worst fears are just things that are blocking you. Okay? Like, and you gotta realize, like, your fears coming true doesn't mean you die. Seeing your fears, feeling your fears, facing your fears, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And sometimes things get into such a tight place that you really have to you have to take the chance. That's it. You have to take the chance that facing, feeling, and moving on to the other side is possible. You gotta take the chance that there's something outside of your box that you haven't seen. And have the courage and curiosity to go out and look, to see what's out there that you hadn't seen before. You know? See what's inside you that you haven't seen before, really, but that's the same thing. Outer life, what you see, interpret in outer life is a reflection of what's already inside you that you haven't discovered yet. So you can do it either way. The point is, do it your way. You don't have to go travel the world, and you don't have to sit at home hiding in your house. But you could do either one, just as long as your intention is to see the truth. Your intention is to see your truth and to know the things you haven't known. Yeah. Okay. Damn. Oh, that's so dorky, and I'm like this spare room because someone's sleeping in the house. I don't want to be loud. Cat box. 30 mattress. That's a good representation. This is the shit I'm talking about. A spare room where all the crap you're not sure what to do with goes in. You never look in there and you're ashamed and you don't want anyone to see it. Okay? That's what people are dealing with right now. All that shit is just piling up. All that shit is just being poured out into the open, okay? And if you're determined that you are gonna not see it, that you're gonna try to force it back into the closet, like that's not going to work. You're just wasting your time. You gotta realize when things are so far gone that you have to let them go. So that's my encouragement, is to have that as an intention. Be aware that that's what's going on so that you can see it. So that you can see clearly what you need. Don't waste yourself. Don't waste yourself. Good luck, everyone.